What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Kalu. And guys, the Pokemon Pokopia situation is crazy. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have already, a lot of you are probably hip to the situation already, but Pokemon Pokopia seems to be taking the world by storm. Everyone's talking about this game. People are buying Switch 2s just to play this game. People who didn't have Switch 2s, they're just buying it because they want to play Pokopia. And Pokopia has just really captivated a lot of people, and it's doing numbers. It's doing numbers. I never thought that Ditto would have so much could have so much emotion. Like, to me, Ditto, I never really cared much about Ditto, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was just that Pokemon that I used to help breed my other Pokemon when I wanted to get some eggs. But the fact that this guy is like the most popular Pokemon in the world right now is pretty crazy. So let's get into some news. So as of today, March 12th, Nintendo announced that the global sales of Pokemon Pokopia for Nintendo Switch 2 surpassed 2.2 million in the first 4 days. So I saw someone from Cerebi, that really handy Pokemon website. They said that this counted physical. No, they said that this included digital copies too. So 2.2 million copies in the first 4 days on a Switch 2 only. That sounds pretty crazy to me, you know. And this isn't even like a mainline like game. This is just like one of the, side spin-offs. I don't think anybody really expected one of these side Pokemon spin-offs to do this crazy. Now, I remember seeing the Pokopia trailer initially, and I thought it had a lot of potential right from the start. It was aesthetically pleasing, and it kind of gave me that Animal Crossing guy, and I know how much everybody loves Animal Crossing. Me personally, I could never really get into Animal Crossing, but when I saw this, Pokopia trailer, I thought, it looks like Animal Crossing with a Pokemon spin on it. Maybe, maybe this could be the game for me. And lo and behold, the game is doing numbers. So, yeah. They announced that the global sales of Pokopia have surpassed 2.2 million units, including 1 million in Japan in the first 4 days. So it's been a week since Pokopia came out, and I still don't have the game. I've been struggling to find a physical copy of the game. I like to get my games physical, and I know there's a whole talk of the game key card thing that honestly might be a video for another day. But yeah, and it seems like many other people, despite the game being a game key card, want the physical box. And yeah, so little story time. I didn't pre-order the game way in advance, right? So what I actually tried to do was pre-order the game on the 4th. So pretty much the day before it came out through Best Buy, right? I called somebody at Best Buy, and he helped me pre-order the game over the phone, right? So I was surprised that we were even able to do that, because I looked on Best Buy's website prior to pre-ordering, and it looked like, the copies were sold out everywhere. Like, pre-ordering a copy wasn't an option. So I felt pretty lucky to have been able to pre-order the game with this guy on the phone, right? So he's telling me that the game will come the next day, and I was like, phew, I guess I'm all set. Pokopia is not coming, I'm not gonna have to wait too long. I'm gonna get it on the day of launch, so I'm all good. I'm chilling. I'm getting the game on release day, right? Fast forward to March 5th, and I still don't have the game. It's the end of the day, and the game still hasn't arrived. So I'm like, okay, I guess maybe just a day late or so. And then I get to Friday, and I find out that I'm not gonna get the game until anywhere from March 13th to March 19th. That's what the tracker, the gaming tracker or whatever, says to me. I think it was the 13th, or was it the 17th? No, I think it was the 12th to the 19th. I know the 19th was the last day, because the site was telling me that if the game doesn't arrive by the 19th, which was unlikely according to the site, they would give me a refund. So I was expecting the game to at least arrive on the 19th, 2 weeks after it released. And I was pretty bummed out. I'm seeing everybody have a nice time playing the game. I'm seeing the nice fan art. I'm hearing lore drops, and it seems like everybody and their mom is having a nice time playing this game, and the FOMO is killing me. It's overwhelming me. So I'm stressing, and come to find out the game is like selling out everywhere. I'm not the only one having a hard time getting a copy. So it was really nice to hear about, like, you know, Pokopia doing so well, but at the same time, like, you know, like I said, the FOMO was eating me alive trying to get the game. But I have been getting some updates throughout the week, and luckily my game is finally arriving tomorrow. So maybe I'll do some videos covering the game, maybe I'll do like a little review. Probably won't have a video on the game tomorrow, but maybe over the weekend, we'll see. But yeah, definitely excited to finally get my hands on this game, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about why the situation was so crazy. So here was this post that was put up a couple days ago. So Amazon has unofficially made Pokemon Pokopia an $80 Nintendo Switch 2 game amid supply constraints. So the game was selling out with the big retailers like Walmart, Best Buy, Target. Even on the Nintendo website, the game was selling out. So Amazon had some copies, and they were like pretty much the only place to find the games. So what they did temporarily was increase the price from $70 to $80, something I've never seen before. Amazon was feeling really greedy, and I've never seen anything like this happen before. So this was just, it was pretty crazy to see how much hype and like how much chaos was surrounding the game. Like, people were trying to get the game like it was like toilet paper during COVID. Like, everyone's trying to get this game. So Amazon did a pretty scummy thing right there, trying to up the price to $80. And luckily this didn't last too long, because I think Nintendo shortly after restocked on their website. But funny, because a couple days later, and physical copies are sold out on the Nintendo website. Like, bruh, you guys just restocked on this game. What do you mean you're out of copies already? Is that not insane? Like, bro, what the heck? I feel pretty lucky to be able to get a copy tomorrow. So hopefully it's still arriving, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be pretty bummed out. And let's see, Target is also still, like, you know, doesn't have any copies on deck. I went to Walmart earlier today, and they told me that most Walmarts nearby don't even have any copies. I think there was one that had a couple, but yeah, just even hearing that most Walmarts in the area didn't have a copy was pretty crazy to me. So I don't know. My theory was that maybe Nintendo didn't anticipate this game being as big of a hit as it is, and maybe they didn't stock the stores well enough. I don't know, but the game is currently taking the world by storm, and honestly, I'm pretty happy to hear about it. So a little thing about the game is that not every Pokemon is available to start in the game, right? So there's a few missions, including my favorite Pokemon, Turtwig. Turtwig is currently not in Pokopia at all. So what the game is doing is that they're doing events that will slowly introduce Pokemon into it. So I think right now they're introducing the Hoppip line. They have like a free event to add, like, you know, Hoppip and its evolutions and its different forms into the game. So that brings me to one of the things I'm most excited when it comes to this game. Excited about when it comes to this game is the potential. I think this game has the potential to see a really long lifespan, especially if they're gonna, like, you know, do events to slowly drip feed Pokemon into the game. It'll kind of, like, you know, act as like a live service kind of game in a way. So over time, like, we're gonna be seeing more and more additions of Pokemon into the game, and I'm really excited to see who else they're gonna add after Hoppip. And hopefully they'll get my boy Turtwig in the game soon. So yeah, if you have a Pokemon that you can't wait to see in Pokopia, who is it? Let me know down below. But yeah, and I guess one last thing we can touch on before the end is the rating. So Pokemon Pokopia has received an overwhelmingly positive reviews with a Metacritic critic score of 89 over 100 and a user score of 8.5 out of 10, making it the highest rated Pokemon game in franchise history. Guys, I feel like people haven't been this excited about Pokemon in a long time. So not only did we get Pokopia and it's a smash hit, but the Gen 10 games from what we've seen so far look pretty good. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to finally get Pokopia in my hands. It's really nice to be excited about Pokemon again. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you getting Pokemon Pokopia? Do you have it already? Do you have the physical version, the digital version? And did you have a hard time getting your game if you wanted to get it? Are you thinking about getting a Switch 2 just to play it? Let me know in the comments below. But until then, guys, it's been your boy, Kalu Solos, Pokemon Pokopia,